Alright guys, this is Visual Poet. I'm in Wagadugu right now. Actually, I've been here for almost 10 days, going all over the place, doing my video. Honestly, I was very, very surprised because comparing to other West African countries that I've been complaining about, like when I came here, I've been warned from I was warned from Ivory Coast. Oh, please don't go to don't go to Burkina right now because the situation is very intense. You won't be able to do your video because of a lot of security, this and that. But when I got here, first from Bobo, and now I got to Wagadugu, Lord have mercy, it was as easy as apple pie, as I said before. It's very easy, no drama whatsoever. And also, I noticed one more thing. Burkina Faso also reminded me of Tanzania in East Africa. Very quiet, laid back, no hustle, no drama. I did my video everywhere, in all the town, anywhere I wanted. Nobody complained whatsoever. I see a lot of security around. There's a military guns, and also my friend told me there's a lot of young guys who are like undercover agent. Definitely, he said they see us doing our video, but they didn't bother us even one a bit. I film everywhere, no complaint whatsoever. And it's not all to the all love camera, but the thing is, if they don't like it, they go about their business. They don't say anything, they just walk away. And 99.9% of the time, nobody said anything. Sometimes you will be going around with the video, you will see somebody saying something, just oh no, I don't understand, because here predominantly they speak Mori, which is Mosi we call it, but and also they speak Jula, which is spoken about 95% of time in Bobo Jula, so the second biggest city, just as like in Ivory Coast, we speak the same language. So, but anytime I want to communicate with anybody, I switch it whether in French first, and then I switch it in Jula, or I speak in Jula first. If I realize they don't speak French, Jula, I speak in French. So right away, my accent, they know I'm from Ivory Coast. Both way, whether it's in French or with Jula, they know. The minute I speak, they know. Okay, this guy is not from around here. Anyway, it was as easy. It's only one place that somebody complained that I'm filming them, of course, which was understandable, because I stood in the middle of the street vlogging, pointing the vlogging camera at myself, because somebody sitting across the street might think the camera is at them without knowing the camera was at me. I was going to Sankaria market. Anyway, they yelled, they said, why you're filming us? Why are you filming us? So they came to me, they said, oh, why am I filming them? I said, no, I am filming myself. They couldn't understand how, because the camera was pointed at them. I didn't understand exactly where they were coming from. But when I showed them the footage, so they look at it, oh my God, they really apologized. They said they're very sorry, it was their mistakes. Rather in somewhere else in West Africa, they would be yelling like what happened to me in my hometown a few years ago in Ouaga. They beat me up, they broke my camera. So here people are really low-key, laid back, no drama. And they're very nice, extremely nice. But that being said, there's only a few things I did not like about this place. That is, it could be the same thing, it could be in all West Africa. Is first of all, particularly is customer service. Here in some places, those ladies working in a restaurant, or guys working in a service places, they should be trained, because sometimes you come to a place, you feel like you've been fighting with them all day, or they've been fighting with somebody. They are at work, they don't want to be there. That's something, they should be trained. It's all over Africa. It's not only Ouagadougou or Burkina Faso. It's all over West Africa. They should be trained for customer service. Like some Kenyan, some Kenyans are pro, at customer service. They're really professionals, because they know that's what the place is, welcoming foreigner to your country. Hotels, restaurants, they're really good at it, because Kenyans or East African in Tanzania, they used to tourism. Here, there's no tourists at all. Maybe I've seen one or two. No tourists comes in here at all. So that's why they're not used to that customer service. they talk to you with the most sour, nasty faces. You might think, you know, they are you might think they are fighting you, but that's how it is. You know, I think they should be treated. That's all and my biggest issue also, this is particularly to do with Wagadugu, transportation. Oh my God, the transportation here is awful. Literally awful. Worse than anywhere else I've seen in West Africa, whether it's the Ivory Coast, it's Mali, it's Senegal. First of all, they don't have motorbike, motor taxi. They don't have that. They don't have that in Abidjan too, but Abidjan have a lot of taxi choices. You have so many taxis. You have Baka. You have all kind of transportation to get you from A to B. But they don't have motor taxis in Abidjan city. But in Bouaké, they do have it all. Name it, they have it. Motor taxi, meter taxi. They have another called kind of Uber kind of stuff. They have it all in there. But here they only have taxis which goes on the main roads, because they have like a motorway here, or freeway. It's not a freeway, it's a highways, big lane, or them crisscross the town. They only go on those directions. If you're not going to that direction, bad luck. So you can't be waiting for a while trying to go to off street to somewhere. You might end up taking 3 taxis or 2 taxis, at least 2 taxis. So that is a bit put off. And also the buses are not well. You can be waiting at the bus stop. I did that once intentionally, to wait for bus so I can get on the bus, so I can experience that. It was impossible. I waited for bus for almost an hour and a half. My friend told me you could have been waiting there for 3 hours. Sometimes they don't even show up. So they said the waiting time is between 45 to 2 hours for buses to pick you up. So I gave up on buses. And they have another app here called is Uber kind of app called Ola or something like that. And that also is useless, because I tried to call one of them one time. The app, to be able to place an order, is very complicated, very complicated. You took 20 different steps, and then the internet service is slow. You order them. After 20 minutes, I placed a request. It took that guy another 20 minutes to be able to it was only less than a mile away. It took him 21. I called him 3 times. Oh, he said I'll be there in 5 minutes. And the app was saying it was going to be where I was standing in 2 minutes. That 2 minutes turned out to be 25 minutes. I ended up canceling on him and got another taxi to somewhere else. It was really hassle. That's the only thing I can complain about. Apart from that, this country is beautiful. It's very cheap. Really cheap. You know, if you play local, is very cheap. Honestly, you can do a breakfast here less than $1. You can do a lunch at local places, like the place I went to in Dapoya, a restaurant that you've seen in the video before, the Dapoya restaurant. You can do full lunch, African traditional food, and is less than $3. You know, full lunch is less than $3. And also, but the neighborhood I'm living at now, it's called Zone de Bois. Zone de Bois is very wealthy neighborhood. Mostly the expat and NGO lives around here. The restaurants here are funny. They're all American style or European kind of food, which drives me crazy. Spaghetti, burgers is a big deal here. Oh my God. All these fancy restaurants you see, you go there, you only see burgers, French fries, chips. Because that's what the wealthy people like here to eat. I'm not here for that. You know, I want to eat as much as African food I can get my hands on, from to cassava to yam to pounding okra stew and peanut butter peanut butter stew and groundnut stew. That's what I want to eat. But you don't get those one around here, because it's kind of like a upper class neighborhood or middle upper class neighborhood, because most of the neighborhood here are fences. They have security guard everywhere. So that's why I didn't feel comfortable running my camera around, because maybe some minister lives here, some ambassadors live here. I know there's a Red Cross across the street. There's a big school here for wealthy residents. So I don't wanna, and there's have a bodyguard, military style. Some road here are blocked, completely blocked. So I don't wanna take a risk of running my camera here. Instead, somebody will come and run me up and try to sniff his nose in my business. So I don't want that. So I try to be very, very, very careful while I'm here filming, because I know the situation in the country, particularly I'm from Ivory Coast, so I don't want to be entangled in some kind of drama saying, oh, maybe this was like a inside spy or something like that. So no, anywhere I see military or police uniform, I'm turning off my camera and I walk on the middle of the street doing my vlog. Luckily, nobody had said anything, or nobody said anything. I run my camera everywhere. Burkina Faso, people are here great and are awesome, and the country is really, really, really great. I mean, the greatness of the country comes from the people who live in there. Very respectful, very decent, very, very, very respectful people, and humble, you know, and down to earth. Honestly, you cannot beat that anywhere, and nobody complains about anything. That's what I like a lot about this country. All right, then, today is my last day, and hopefully, you know, my plan was to go to Niger, but Niger is a whole different ball game now. There's no even a road from Niamey, Wagadugu, from here to Niamey, which is Niger capital, is only 540, 550 miles. But there's no transportation whatsoever. Buses don't leave, and it's the only way you can go by airline, which costs about $300-400. Even more than that, $300 to $400. Sometimes go to $500 to $600. I don't want to waste that money just going to an hour flight. Africa for airline is very expensive. Buses, which is supposed to take 8 to 7, 9 hours, there's for 500 kilometers, which will be about 380 or 400 miles. It takes 9 hours or 8 hours at least. That it doesn't even exist because of they said terrorism, all this knucklehead on the street trying to hijack the security reason, by the way, trying to hijack the place. So you can wait for the government army to escort the coaches to escort the coach to Niamey, but that you have to wait until they're ready. They told me they can be ready once a month, twice a month, even once in 3 months. Is it the military? Whenever they're ready, they can escort the car to the border. Even they said if from the border, Niger border to Niamey, you can be attacked. A friend of mine, which really completely changed my mind. My best friend here, whom I'm visiting, I have a lot of friends here. He told me one of his best friends got shot. Last year, same journey. He came with a private car, drove past the border. Right after the escort, they ambushed them and he got shot and dead. So I said, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm not going there. Or what the coaches or buses will do, since there's no road from here to Niamey, what they do is they go around. Suddenly they go to north of Togo, go northern Benin, get off the bus, cross some lake, as I was told, cross some lake, and go into Niger, which took about 3 days. I'm not ready for that, honestly. 3 days in the buses in Africa. Trust me, if they say 3 days, it's gonna be 4 days. If they say 2 days, it's 3 days. If they say a day, it's 2 days for sure. Even in Togo and Niger, you get off the bus, you cross some lake with a small. It was too complicated. I said, okay, forget it. Niger will wait for me for another time. So I changed my plan now. I'm gonna go back down to Togo, and from Togo, I'm gonna go to Benin round trip, and then I will go to Ghana straight to Ivory Coast. Wish me luck. This is Visual Poet, back at it again. If you are new in this channel, please consider subscribing, like and share this video. Have a wonderful time, and I see you soon on my maybe in Togo or on the way to Togo. Have a wonderful time. Peace and love. Visual Point in the house. Bye.